China will continue to open up its financial sector and improve rules for foreign banks and insurance firms entering the market. State media quoted the cabinet as saying on Wednesday, China has stepped up efforts to open its financial sector to help lure in more foreign investment and shore up the economy amid rifts with the United States. More details to come. The most important finance news today by MasterDigest. The EU will make Bitcoin traceable and ban anonymous crypto wallets in anti-money laundering drive. Cryptocurrency exchanges could be forced to collect the details of people sending and receiving crypto under new rules proposed by the European Commission. The EU's executive branch announced the potential change as part of a package of reforms aimed at tackling financial crime within the bloc. The new law would establish a new EU-wide anti-money laundering authority, AMLA, with oversight of cryptocurrencies by 2023. Some crypto asset service providers are already covered by the EU's anti-money laundering and terrorism funding rules. The proposed law would apply these rules to the entire crypto sector, forcing service providers like crypto exchanges to carry out due diligence on their users. This would bring crypto assets in line with bank transfers, applying what is known as the travel rule to crypto transactions to make them traceable. In practice, this means that a service provider exchanging crypto on behalf of a customer would have to record their name, address, date of birth, and account number, as well as the name of the intended recipient of the transfer. China to deepen financial opening up, strengthen financial services for real economy. Chinese Premier Li Keqiang chaired discussions on work related to greater financial openness and stronger financial services in boosting the real economy. The meeting noted the steady opening up of China's financial sector in recent years, during which more than 100 foreign-invested banks and insurance, securities, payment, and clearing institutions have been approved and set up. The commitments made on financial openness will be effectively implemented, stated the Premier. Bankers expect bigger bonuses in 2022 as financial sector goes on Asia hiring spree. Financial services professionals in Asia are confident they will receive bigger bonuses in 2022 as banks and other institutions scramble to attract and retain talent in Asia, according to headhunting firm Selby Jenkins. Bonus payouts this year, particularly in Asia, did not reflect the exceptional profits banks produced in 2020 as trading volumes surged despite the economic slowdown from the coronavirus pandemic, according to Abhimanyu Jayakumar, head of North Asia at Selby Jennings. As regional economies recover, banks are making big bets on Asia and seeking to hire at a pace Jayakumar said he has not seen in the past decade. As a result, financial sector workers, many who took a haircut for their 2020 work, are expecting to be paid. About 45% of financial services employees surveyed said they expect to receive a pay increase next year, compared with only 7% saying they were very likely to receive a pay increase in last year's survey. Banks are targeting rising wealth in Asia, particularly in the Greater Bay Area, by adding staff and expanding their product offerings. The hiring spree also comes as Beijing further opens up its domestic financial sector to foreign firms. PayPal Holdings Incorporated recently announced it will deposit $135 million of its capital into mission-driven financial institutions and management funds that help underserved communities of color to fight barriers to economic equity, including Hope Credit Union, One United Bank, Self-Help Federal Credit Union, C-Notes Wisdom Fund, and various smaller institutions through a C-Note Promise account. These investments are part of PayPal's $535 million commitment to strengthen Black businesses and underserved communities and help drive financial wealth, access, and generational wealth creation. With these deposits, PayPal has now committed more than $500 million of capital through its racial equity initiatives, including a deposit to Optus Bank, an investment in LISC's Black Economic Development Fund, investments in 19 Black and Latinx-led venture capital funds, and grants to Black-owned small businesses and community nonprofits that support them. PayPal is in active conversations with several additional financial institutions and expects to deploy more funds throughout the year. 52 new digital banks added to the financial brand's Neobank Tracker. The financial brand's latest update of the Neobank Tracker, the world's largest interactive searchable index listing hundreds of digital-only banks and fintechs, features over 50 innovative new players in the lending, payments, investments, PFM, and financial education sectors. Fintechs and neobanks have seized a hold of the financial industry in an innovative but incredibly disruptive way. 2021 is only a little over halfway through, and UK digital players already raised more in funding than in the entire year of 2020, $5.7 billion to be exact, up from $4.3 billion, according to Innovative Finance data. The financial brand introduced the digital bank database back in mid-April 2021, and it's already 3 months old. It is the first public database of neobanks, challenger banks, digital-only banks, direct banks, and fintechs offering direct-to-market solutions. However, while the Neobank Tracker was a big hit, even in its inauguration, there was still room for improvement. Spanish financial sector explores design concepts for digital euro. Iberpay, in concert with 16 Spanish banks, has successfully concluded proof-of-concept trials that tested different design options for a future digital euro. The Smart Money project compared and contrasted different approaches currently under investigation by the European Central Bank, such as token-based and account-based models, DLT technology, online digital money payments, and the possibility of making offline payments without internet connection. The tests were undertaken utilizing Iberpay's Red-Eye interbank blockchain network. The Spanish payments infrastructure operator says the experiments confirm the viability of a model for the distribution of a digital euro, citing preference for a two-tier operation in which the ECB issues digital euros and the financial sector distributes them through current banking channels. The report also calls for the coexistence of an account-based model of digital euro, similar to current bank money, and a token-based model, digital representation of the euro, closer to the concept of cash, in the same infrastructure. TikTok is a never-ending stream of bad financial advice. Just because a TikTok influencer is popular doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. The best and worst thing about TikTok is that complex topics can be broken down into easy-to-understand videos that are usually less than 60 seconds long. The problem is knowing when the advice is simply wrong, short of doing your own research. The problem is that a good chunk of these videos are made by untrained influencers who are incentivized more by likes and follows than by being correct. If they're wrong, that bad advice can be waved away with a "this is just my opinion" disclaimer, as many TikTok creators do. Therefore, if you want to spot bad financial advice, remember to ask yourself, do they have any credentials? If an influencer's bio doesn't say they're a certified financial planner, CFP, a certified public accountant, CPA, or a registered investment advisor, RIA, and they're telling you what to do with your money, be very skeptical. Is the creator trying to sell you something? If an influencer seems to be pushing a product or a certain kind of stock, remember that they might have an undisclosed financial stake in what they're selling. Is this too good to be true? No one can accurately predict future performance of the stock market, and if they could, they wouldn't be sharing it with millions of TikTok viewers. Avoid get-rich-quick investment advice. If it sounds too good to be true, that's probably because it is. Can I verify this? Often the only thing you can verify about an influencer is whether they're popular, but that doesn't mean the advice they're endorsing is correct. You'll always want to do your own research before acting on financial advice offered in a 60-second video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please like and consider subscribing. Also, share this video with your friends if you feel so, and please put your opinion down in the comments.